Hello friends, with the Tesla price reducing every day, there is a lot of confusion between whether to go for Tesla or the gasoline car. I, being the owner of Tesla Model 3 from 2018, I would like to share my views, and hence this video is for. So the main reason that I bought in 2018 is my office commute is 50 miles one way, so roughly 100 miles roundabout. So I used to go to office 4 days in a week, so 400 miles. And then in weekends I used to drive 200 miles, so 500 to 600 miles I drive in a week. So roughly 2000 to 2500 miles I drive in a month. So it's heavy driving, so almost 30,000 miles in a year. So that's one of the reason I went for Tesla at that time. So that time the energy consumption, right, I would rate as if 1:3, if suppose I live in Georgia. So if the gas price is $3 per gallon, so that time one dollar it's the ratio is $1 to $3, so 1:3. And that time when I bought the resale price is also pretty good for Tesla, so that's one of the reason that I went for Tesla. Okay, but now if you see, with lot of hybrid cars being introduced in the Japanese cars, like Toyota, Honda, with lot of people are introducing the hybrid cars. Now we have to see what is the energy consumption ratio. Okay, so still I can see at that time when I bought I can say the average gasoline miles is 25 miles per gallon. Okay, but still most of the cars are 25 miles per gallon, but whereas the hybrid cars are giving 45 to 50 miles per gallon. So if you are going for a hybrid car, then the ratio obviously reduced to 1:2. Okay, and also you need to think about the resale price. With Elon Musk reducing the price every year, when I bought the Model 3 in 2018, on road it came to 55k. But now with the same thing you can buy for 44 to 45k. So obviously the resale price of Tesla is getting reduced as Elon Musk is reducing the price every year. You won't end up getting good resale price. But whereas the gasoline cars, the resale price is pretty good, because Tesla cars the price is getting reduced, whereas the gasoline cars the price is getting increased every year. So from 2018 to now, in 5 years, you can see the gasoline cars already got increased, and especially for the hybrid cars it's double the times, and then you have to wait for the hybrid cars. Okay, so regarding the resale price, I will say definitely the gasoline car has upper edge when compared to the Tesla. So whatever the energy consumptions let's say if you are going for a hybrid car 1:2, then the resale price itself will automatically cover for you. Okay, that's one thing. The other thing is the battery capacity. So when I bought the car it's 260 miles full charge, and now after 5 years, because anyhow it's a battery, right, it will deteriorate over time. Even the iPhone charger, iPhone battery also deteriorates after 3 or 4 years, and you have to end up buying a new iPhone. But here with the car now you can go for 100k miles. I'm not sure how good will it be after 100k miles, but my experience my car is around 58k miles, and with the full charge I'm getting 222 to 25. And with AC and heater, everything I can say with the way you drive, I can say maybe it will give under 200 miles only. Okay, so after 160 you have to definitely charge and go. So the thing is during the lifetime the battery capacity deteriorates, so you have to consider that also in factor. Okay. So if you are having the other aspect that you have to think is you are going to buy a Tesla as primary car or the secondary car. If you have only one car, and if you are going for Tesla, then it's not a good idea, because you say you can drive in local, that's for sure. But whereas if you are going for outskirt, right, outside of the town, with I told, right, with the battery deterioration you will end up charging every time. Okay, but whereas if you are going for, I'm talking about comparing between the Tesla and the hybrid car. But whereas if you go for a hybrid car, right, as a primary car, you can use internal also, even inner town also, or if you are going out of town, like let's say like you are driving like 500 600 miles, then you don't need to worry. Okay, so that's another advantage. So you have to think that aspect also, like whether you are going for as a primary car or the secondary car. So but as I told, like if your office commute is large and you are pretty much like going to use in local, then go for it. Unless like you don't need to, I mean you are not thinking about to buy the hybrid car, and then definitely like you can go for it. But if you are thinking about the hybrid car, then as I told you, the resale value, and then like the energy consumption, like you are not going to save much. Okay, again, this is my perception, like that's what I see with owning the Tesla for a while. Okay. Yeah, you just like think about that and decide like buying the car. Okay, I'll see you in the next video. Until then, bye from your RK. God bless everyone.